Hello YouTube, my name is Stacy. I'm known here as flightyrambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Today I am finally redoing these nails. I have to admit that they were a bit bulky. I just didn't have time until today to go in and give myself a fresh shape and a fun DIY nail art design. I'm also going to debulk these nails and give them a streamlined shape. When I did these nails a couple of weeks ago, I was in a bit of a hurry, so I didn't take the time to really refine the shape, and today I'm going to fix that. I am going to start by using 70% rubbing alcohol to remove all the oils off my nails, and then I'm going to use this red ceramic bit to start taking away the color as well as some of the bulk. And I'll just continue working on my nails like this. And for this video, I finally have some good footage of how I use the e-file as well as the other products. So I had hemmed and hawed about whether or not to fast forward pieces of this video. And in the end, because the footage was good, I decided to leave it all at regular speed. So if you wanted to see how everything works when I do my nails, you'll finally get some decent footage today. So this red ceramic bit, I believe, is medium, and I'm just moving it back and forth to remove the polish. And then once I get the polish off, I'll continue bringing it down so that I can get a more thin nail instead of it being so big and clunky. you can see there that I have finished that thumbnail, and I'll move on to the forefinger. And I'm just using rubbing alcohol to get the dust away. I don't have a dust collector yet. That's on my list of things to purchase. But there is a lot of things on that list. So I'm just wearing a mask, and I'll just make sure to clean my lens of my camera because of all the dust. And after I finished those two nails, I'm just gonna finish up that hand with a bit of editing magic, and just like that, that hand is complete. And it's looking pretty good. I like the debulking. It makes the nail a bit more streamlined and thin. And now I'm gonna do the same to my right hand. And I'm gonna do a bit more editing magic, so just like that, the other nails are completely bare as well. I consistently used the rubbing alcohol to remove oils and dust on my nails as I'm working on them, just to make sure I don't gunk up my drills or my files. And with the product removed, it's time to begin my manicure. I'll start by using this cuticle pusher and very carefully pushing all my cuticles back. When I get to my pinky nail on my right hand, I note that there's some lifting, and so I'll go back in and remove the product that is lifted up, and then I'll continue with my manicure. Now it's time for me to clean up my cuticles. I'm going to use this cuticle bit, and right now my e-file is on forward, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up the right side. And once I've finished all the nails on my one hand, I'll go ahead and switch my machine to reverse and do the same thing on the left side of each nail. After that is complete, I'm just going to clean up my cuticles with this cuticle nipper. To smooth out my cuticles as well as get rid of some of the calluses on my hands, I'm going to use this cone-shaped pumice stone, and just like as I did with my cuticle cleanup, I'll do it in forward and then in reverse to do the other side. And the results are stunning. It always amazes me how much is actually coming off and how clean and soft all of my cuticles feel after I'm finished. That's going to be it for my manicure today. Now it's time to start building product back up. I'm going to begin with Gelish's pH Bond, and then Nicole Diary's Primer, and then I'll start with Amelie's Base Coat. With Amelie's base coat, you'll notice that I'm using a scrubbing motion as I'm painting it on my nails. Since it is bare nail there, I really want it to grab and take hold. So I'm using that scrubbing motion for a while. Then I will paint out the rest of the nail nice and smooth. Now, before I cure this nail, you'll note I keep tipping it upside down to keep the product out of my cuticle area. And I will actually use a detail brush to clean out my cuticle area before I go ahead and cure it in my UV LED lamp. That was a mouthful. Then it's time for the builder gel. I'm going to use Canni's builder gel in this jelly color. I like that it's jelly so that I can see my nail underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and paint on a nice slick layer, and that's called the slick layer, I think. And then I will go back and dip my brush into the pot of gel, and then I will do a little bead on top that will create my apex. I'll let it flood for a moment, and then I'll clean up the cuticle area with that detail brush, then go ahead and give it a quick cure. I'll give it a quick cure in my lamp for like 15 seconds, and then I'll pull it out and work on the next nail. I can get a lot of work done by doing quick cures instead of curing it for the full 60 seconds for each nail. I have done this sort of manicure on myself a number of times, and this is the way that I have found that gets me the best results. So I'll paint on that slick layer, put a bead along the center to let it flood out, and it self-levels. So when you turn your hand upside down, the gel is pulling away from your cuticles, and then when you turn your hands right side up, it flattens out that bead so that it creates that beautiful apex. The nails look great and they feel nice and sturdy. So I'm going to repeat all of those steps on my right hand, and with the magic of video editing, there they are. And both hands look great. Now it's time for some filing and shaping and buffing. I want to refine my shape just a little more, and then I'm going to take this extra fine sanding band and I'm going to work that back and forth across each of my nails on the slowest setting possible. What I'm doing is just smoothing out any high points so that I have a beautifully smooth finish for the polish. And the result is completely worth the effort. Again, I'm doing some video editing magic, and there's that one hand. The left hand is completely done. They feel amazing. I'm loving the shape. And then it's time to do the same thing with the right hand. And so again, magic, magic. There they are, all 10 fingers, nice and smooth. And I really like the shape this time, so I'm just going to clean them up with some rubbing alcohol to get a good look at everything. And I'm really happy with what I see. And then I'm just going to clean up the edges with a hand file and sharpen up those lines just to make it look amazing. Now, to give myself an ultra smooth base on my nails, I'm going to use acetone. Now, acetone will eat at the products, which is perfect. I'm going to use a bit of paper toweling, get it damp with that acetone, and then I'm just going to melt that top layer on each of my nails so that the result is extra, extra smooth. Now, I'm going to be doing some nail art for today, and I want to give myself a palette. So in my recent haul video, I picked up this palette, a pad of palette paper meant for paints. And you know, nail polish is paint. So I'm just going to rip out a little square of it, and then I'm going to put down my black and white colors. I'm going to choose this gorgeous pink for the first part of my manicure. I'll be painting out my pinky, forefinger, and ring finger in this beautiful pink color. And I'm just showing you how I paint out the first coat. And to be honest, I did 4 coats of the pink and 4 coats of the green. And it's a simple matter of taking my time, making sure I use that detail brush after every coat before I cure it, so that the cuticle area stays nice and smooth. My goal with the detail brush in my cuticle area is to have a beautifully smooth grow out with no catches. I don't like the lifts. I tend to play with them, and I find doing this gives me beautiful grow out where it looks absolutely effortless and beautiful weeks from now. It is definitely worth the time to do, definitely. I'm going to paint my pinky finger that gorgeous green, and I do 4 coats of that. And I'm going to do the nail art on my ring finger. I'm going to paint half of it pink and half of it green with a white in the middle. And of course, I am creating a watermelon rind. So I'm taking my time to paint the stripes of the 2 colors, and then I'll go in and paint the white on top. And for such a simple design, it took me forever to get the curve just right. I do 2 or 3 coats of the white. I use my brushes as well as a dotting tool to make sure I get nice bright coverage on that white layer. And I forgot to turn my camera back on when I actually created the watermelon seeds, but they were actually quite simple for this hand. It's my other hand that ended up taking me like 3 times as long. Well, I mean, with my right hand, I'm right hand dominant, so I was able to do the seeds quite easily. I simply used the dotting tool, dipped it into the black nail polish, and then dragged it down a little bit. And I got the right hand seeds done on like the first take. So it was absolutely amazing, and I regret that I forgot to turn the camera on, but they look amazing. I love how it looks. It is really cute. But I need to clean up that white a little more. I'm going to use my dotting tool to clean up and add the green to the one side to give it a nice curve, and then I'll do the same with the pink. I'll eat away at the swath of white so that I can get a nice curve on my watermelon slice. And cleaning up the white is really fiddly work. I did it a few times. It was easy to do on my left hand since I was able to use my dominant hand. And on my right hand, it just seemed to take forever. But I got it done. And yeah, they look amazing. I'm really happy with the design. I think it is so cute and fun for summer. I mean, adorable. And I'm going to use Emily's No Wipe top coat. I'll go ahead and put a nice layer on top of that and let it self-level so that I get a beautiful result. And all of the work I did to have a smooth surface on the top of my nail pays off because the nails look amazing. So highly recommend each of those techniques. I'll cure the top coat in my lamp for 60 seconds. And wow, I keep staring at them going, how did I do that? Like, it looks so cute. And with the magic of editing, all 10 nails are done. And I only wish it had taken me just that long to get everything done. But no, this took me from start to finish about 6 hours today. And still, it was worth it. I love the shape. The debulking worked beautifully. And they are thinner and still as strong as they need to be to support the length. And the design is just... oh, it's just kawaii. It is just so cute and I absolutely love it. I'm going to finish this manicure with some cuticle oil. It's scented like mangoes and absolutely delicious. Really make my cuticles nice and nourished after all of the acetone and alcohol that I've thrown at it today. So, and that looks like that's it for today's video. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I don't often do nail videos. I mostly do art and thrift hauling. And so yeah, hit that subscribe button so you can see what I'm gonna get up to tomorrow. And until my next video, bye-bye.